Cats are cute, but what you may not know is that they may have health benefits, especially for older people with Alzheimer's disease. Unfortunately for me, and also other people I'm sure, I am very allergic to cats. That's why I was excited when this company Chongker sent me this robotic cat to look at and review. Let's check it out. Oh, hello. This guy's name is Percy. Let's turn him on real quick. Meow, meow. All right. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the use of robotic companion pets for patients with Alzheimer's disease, and then give my review and take on Chongker Percy, the companion pet. So why is dementia care going to be a problem in the very near future? In the US, the largest baby boomer generation, people who were born from 1946 to 1964, are all going to get older. By 2030, all the baby boomers are going to be at least 65 years old. One of the problems that people inevitably get as they get older is Alzheimer's disease or dementia. In fact, there are almost 46 million people in the world today with Alzheimer's disease. That's almost 5 New York cities full of people with dementia. One of the things that people with dementia tend to have is psychological or psychiatric issues. Almost 83% of them have depression, and 77% of them have anxiety. Now, we know that pet therapy is an effective way to help with some of these issues for many years. But the problem with having live pets, especially with this type of care population, is the concern for allergies, for care, aggressive behavior, biting. Now, robotic pet therapy is a cost-effective and good alternative to these things because you don't have to care for these things. These things are hypoallergenic and you don't have to feed them. They're hard to kill off. So in this specific study, the utilization of robotic pets in dementia care, 61 patients were randomized either into a treatment group, which benefited from the use of robotic pets, or a control group, which did not. What they found was interesting. They found that the pain medication and psychoactive drug requirements for patients who had the robotic pets was significantly lower than the ones who did not. Their conclusion was that the treatment with robotic pet therapy led to less stress and anxiety in the treatment group. So now let's take a look at Chongker. Here I'm gonna kind of highlight some of the key features of this thing. So it's very realistic. It's about the size of a normal cat. You can touch the sensors on the throat and the head, and then it purrs in response. So let's turn it on. It's got this little control thing on its left foot here, the big paw pad. Sensors in the head, sensors in the back and in the tail. It'll make some cat purring noises, very realistic whenever you do that. It's got this voice mode that you turn on and off via its paw pedal here.
Voice off.
And then when it's voice mode on, you can talk to it. Say, meow meow, or hello Percy, and it'll talk to you back. Finally, there's also this heartbeat function, which is kind of interesting. What you can do is if you put your hands on its back sensor for more than 2 seconds, then you can feel its heartbeat. So once again, fairly realistic looking in terms of cat size. The nice thing is that compared to a real cat, it doesn't actually lose any of its fur, which makes it convenient for cleanup. You don't need to feed it. The little paw beans here are pretty realistic looking. They're made from food grade silicone, so they're kind of nice to touch. It sort of feels like real flesh. They're just so cute here. And then finally, these things are pretty convenient. They run on a rechargeable battery that you can recharge via a charging cable in its left foot here. if you don't interact with the cat, it turns itself off and goes into sleep mode. So some of the takeaways are that robotic pet therapy is a really good solution for some psychiatric issues in patients with Alzheimer's disease or dementia. Not only is it fairly cost-effective and care requirements are minimal, they are also very inexpensive and effective. I was kind of surprised by how my kids interacted with this thing the first time that they saw it. One of the things that kind of struck me was that I thought that this would just be basically just like another like stuffed animal that they had. But they actually treated this thing like it was like a real cat, which was kind of a big surprise. Well, there you have it. I hope you learned a little bit about Alzheimer's disease and the use of robotic pets for therapy. I'll leave a link down in the description section below if you're curious and want to kind of look at getting one of these for somebody in your life who has Alzheimer's disease or dementia. All right, have a great day. Okay, guys, bye.